Hi, welcome to my channel. I have been trying to organize my craft room. It's been a year since I moved and just not having the space that I need. And I've discovered that the best thing is to sell a bunch of things, destash, and only keep my favorite things. And what is taking up so much room is I have tons of wallpaper books and fabric books, and I need to sell them. So here's just samples of the fabric that I will have in videos, consecutive days this week coming up. But I have fabric books, I have tons of wallpaper books, and so what I thought I would do is sell them. And if you're interested in these, the full sheet of the wallpaper is going to be $2. And what I'm going to do is go through every sheet and show you the names on the back. And if you're interested, you can email me with a brief description of the page that you're interested in and the name. And even if you get the number. So I'm going to try to go through this video slow so you can see the description and everything of them. And also you can pause your video. And I'm going to show you some pictures coming up, how you could make the video go slower too. And write down which ones you're interested in and send me an email. So my plan is to sell the whole sheets, which I should give you the measurements for that. I will do that. Is to sell the whole sheet and fold it in half, just so you know, so it can fit into one of these big envelopes. So what I'm going to do is I'll get you the measurements of most of the sheets. And there is some beautiful wallpaper in here, and like something for everyone. I mean, there's leaves, it just goes on and on, but I can't keep it all. I need space in the craft room and be able to move around, and this is going to be part of my destashing and getting organized and finalizing my craft room. Let me give you a measurement on this just so you know how big most of the sheets are. But all the, so for example, this is a big wallpaper book, but all the wallpaper books are different sizes, but this one's a big. So I'll measure this paper so you know what you'll be getting. And they'll be $2 a piece. So this page is roughly a little over 19 and a half, probably 19 3/4. And wide is 12 inches. And I will take Venmo and PayPal, and whatever doesn't sell through my email, first come, first serve, I will make little kits and put them in my Etsy shop. But the prices will be a little higher in there because Etsy has fees. So anyhow, I'm giving you the opportunity to get these for cheaper through Venmo and PayPal. And what you'll do is email me what you're interested in. So I'll go super slow and show you what I have with the names. And this one's a beautiful yellow rose page. And I'm going to show you the name on the back with the number. So, and we'll go through each one. And if we could have a total of $10, that would make everything worthwhile. But I'm sure there's going to be a bunch you're going to fall in love with. This one's beautiful. The flowers are shades of gray. And if I'm going too slow, like I said, there's ways to speed it up, and I'll show you a picture. This is yellowy, creamy leaves. Oh, ivy, really, okay. And that's the name of it, ivy. And you'll want to put the ivy and the color here, and if you capture the number, that would be great too. More ivy with darker greens. Okay, I think I had them the right way already. And they have a raised texture. I don't know if you could see that in the video, but when you touch it, you could feel the raised embossed texture. Really, I want to keep it all, but I've kept my favorites and need to part with some. So this is another shade of yellow. Oh yeah, so this first one, the shade of yellow was that color, and then this one is wheat. So they're very close. But this is the wheat one. And these are just black and, well, gray and white and black and white, and they're shiny. And what I could do is cut this down, and that would be $1. Some are shiny, I'll show you as we go through, and some aren't, but great for scrapbooking, journaling, you name it. Trailing rows, and that's black and white, and you could see it's shiny, so that's why we have the glare. So what I'll do on this one, this is 2 sheets together. I will cut it down the middle, and they could be sold separately, $2 each. And that's the name on that. You can also pause the video and tell me the timestamp below it, which will help me find the wallpaper that we're talking about, because there's quite a bit to go through here. Okay, so let me show you this. And like I said, I will cut this down the middle, so I have 2 of these sheets. And some are brittle pages that won't be great folded, but there's no problem with this one. And I'll let you know which ones can't really be folded to be mailed. That's the name of that one. This one's a beautiful rose one. Trying to show you it all. And then that's the name for that one. And some of these I'm not going to even attempt saying the name because I'll mess it up. Also, this is a piece of fabric. So some of the wallpaper comes with a piece of fabric that I will, trim it, and that will be 50 cents. So great for junk journaling. And here's the name of this one. And this also has a page that matches it, which will be $1. I will list the prices below to make this more simpler. Isn't that beautiful? And there's the name. So you can pause it and write it down and look at the timestamp. We're back to some roses with a peachy salmon background. Well, it says grays on coral, trailing rose. I think I have fabric that matches this somewhere in here, just like a small piece like that other one. And that's the name of that one. This is slightly raised. And there's the name of that. And if you have any questions, you can leave those down below. This one was a little bit trimmed a little, not as wide as the others, but this is how it was in the book. So what I did here is I did a rub on, because this almost felt like a texture of like watercolor paper. And so I wanted to see what a rub on would look like on there. And so I did one on the top and the bottom just for fun, but I'll cut that off and trim that down. So some of them have rooms, you know, just displaying how you could use the wallpaper. This is a material piece, and I'm sure there is wallpaper that matches that in here. These I'm just gonna set aside for now. They're just not as exciting. Okay, and so that one that I showed earlier had material that matches it. And that's the name of that. Here's another piece of material that matches our wallpaper. And another piece. Okay, I have an envelope in here. Alrighty. Let's see what else I have. I'm going to try to show you the whole thing, and what I could do is take it sideways too so you could see. And here's the name of that, Sense and Sensibility. And the word here is the color. Alrighty, more Sense and Sensibility. And this, again, I could sell 2 of these and cut it down the middle. So I'm going to try to do a video every day or every other day of my wallpaper, my fabric, of the items I want to destash. This one's interesting. It's almost the wallpaper that's on like craft paper almost, it feels like. And that one, again, can be cut down the center, or if you're the first one to email me and you want both, I'll just fold it and send it that way, because the illustrations or the prints are a little bit different on each side. All right, we have this one. Like I said, there's something for everyone, different tastes, whatever you like. There is tons. I'm overwhelmed about how much I had. I didn't realize I had this much till I was trying to make room in the craft room. And I had these in big bins and they were taking up space, but you don't need to know all that. This is a shiny page, and that's the name at the bottom. And I believe that's fabric that matches that. And these are stripes with gold, salmony, burnt orange colors. And that's the name of that one. Terracotta gold is what they call it. And these are more shades of red. And that's the name of that one. We have greens. So my email will be below, and first come, first serve. Whoever emails me first about a certain page that they like will be the one that gets it. Trying to keep it as simple as I can. This almost looks like it would, you know, match the pineapples. Probably is of the same group. This one has more of a shinier gold sheen on it. We have some palm trees. Tropical for summer. You want to do a tropical journal or scrapbook page. Trying to show you. They're long, and so it's hard to keep it all in the camera, but I'll try to show you. And hopefully I'm not getting you dizzy. And this is just the page showing you. That has a little bit of a shininess, but not as shiny as the others. Okay, we have fabric on this card that matches this paper. And there's the name of the paper. Another piece of fabric that's matching this next paper. We'll go like that so you could see the whole page. Piece of fabric. I mean, this right here, just the way it is, can be used as a pocket or a tag for journalers. This one sort of has like an iridescent sheen to it. It's pretty. A little bit of a shiny paper. And here's the wallpaper that goes with it. And there's the name of it. There's that. And we have the name. This has the tropical feel to it. These are almost feels thick. Okay, there's 2 there. And I will trim up the edges when I put it in the envelope. Some of them were tough to get out of the wallpaper books. Let's just say I have more muscles now than before I started. It was quite the workout. It was just pretty. And this is, says Tuscan texture on vinyl. So this type of sheet will be $1, not like the wallpaper, and I will trim it so you're just getting this. And there's the name of that. And we have some more colors that are vinyl-y, and this does have a texture to it. They both say Tuscan texture, but they have different names for the colors. So if this is something you're wanting, just go ahead and list maybe the top 2 names so I could find it. This one's a gorgeous green. And yeah, depending on first come, first serve, I could either cut this, but then we'll lose the bird, so maybe this one will just go together. So the whole sheet goes, if it goes together like this, would be 4. It's quite big. And depending on how it folds. And there's the name of that one. And there's also a piece of paper of the print, and it's like a texture paper. This is the one that's like watercolor. And that's the name there. So then it's showing you an entire room with that same name so you could see what it looks like. But that would be great in a journal or anything artsy. Trying to show you the whole thing, but this one I could probably cut down and you would still cut it in half and sell it as 2 different ones. And that's the name of that. Okay, we have this one, which is very similar with the bird, with different colors. And that's the name, and that's the color name, Wave. I guess because the blue looks like a wave. It's hard to show you the whole sheets on there. And this one's the same name, but the color's chartreuse. Alrighty. This one looks very vintage. And there's the name of that. So this one I could cut in half and sell as 2 different ones. Straight down here. Flowers are pretty. Those are pretty by themselves too. Pretty. Can do several things with that. There's the name of that. And the reason I'm going so slow is that someone told me I went too fast with the patterns last time. So trying to slow it down, but you can also adjust it yourself. Which I didn't really even know that you could do that. So this is like, has a textured and blotchy colors. horses. Folds in half. Oh, I guess bucks. This is just a textured vinyl feel. And do I have two here? Oh, it's just thick. It feels like two. And some of them have the dates on the bottom too. So if there's a print you like, some of them have several different colors with that same print. It's a pretty light tan color. There's a lot here. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Like I said, I'll be doing videos every day, or at least try. So hit that notification button down below and it can notify you if you are interested in these wallpapers and material samples. So this is like a border that would go with that wallpaper back in the day. And it even says Baltimore quilt border on vinyl. Those are slightly different in color. This one has more oranges and this one has more cherry reds colors. It's pretty. That's what that whole thing looks like. Trying to not make you dizzy. This one has a watercolor feel. There's a lot that have watercolor feels to them. So there's two of this one that are the same color, just so you can see. I have two available of that one. Blossom. And this is like the watercolor paper with the matte texture. These I really think look like watercolor. I love them and they come in several colors. Just looks like you painted them. Spring clothes. So they're in a couple different shades. I wonder, this could be the same one. Let's see. Let's see by the color. Spring clothes. Does that one say sky? Yep, the last one said sky too. So two of those. So this has a corner taken off. Probably someone wanted a sample out of the wallpaper book and took a corner off to match it at their house or something. I'm just guessing, but it makes sense. Mostly like an off-white. I love these so much. They're unique. I guess because they're unique. Maybe some take me back to my childhood. I don't know about you, but we had wallpaper. And at the end, I'll be showing you a white, off-white wallpaper that I have like a roll of. Or maybe that will be tomorrow. We'll see how long. I don't want to make this video excruciatingly long, but we'll see how far we get. There's some that are like a lot of fun fall colors if you're working on a fall journal or a fall scrapbook page. This one could be real cut out cute scallops and made into pockets. There's all kinds of fun things you could do with this. And I believe there's 2 of this one. Hello, I'll turn it that way. Yep, there's 2 of the same page. I'm gonna make sure they're the same 9. Yep. This one just looks like coral and the sea and pretty for a summer journal. And if you can't make out the name on some, just ask me the question and pause it at the spot and I'll have the timestamp. I feel like I'm showing you the names of everything, but you never know. It's a beautiful scene. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. And, okay, so there's 2 of these. This is the moss color, so there's 2 of those, so you know. 2 of them available. Did I show you the back of the blue one? I don't know. That's the back of the blue one. Okay. After you're doing it for so long, you forget what you've done. This one has fun colors, rich colors. And it feels a little bit thicker than the others. Probably because of the vinyl on it. Pretty. So there's some yellow flowers too here at the bottom. So blues and yellows. This one's has shades of orange or coral and yellows. So it'll be exciting to see what people are interested in because we all have different tastes or different projects that we're working on that you'll have an aha moment. Hey, that would go good with what I'm working on. Coming up is some books on a bookshelf wallpaper, which I thought was very interesting. Pretty much the same print through there. And there's the name. So what I'll do is, so you know which video you've watched, I'll do like name it wallpaper 1, 2, and so it's not going to be confusing with what you've video you've watched. I believe there's 2 of these. Yes, I think they're the same color. We'll check. Yes. Okay, these are interesting. So there are 2 bookshelves full of books. And probably what I would do here is probably cut it so, or fold it there where the shelf is, just so I'm not messing it up for you when I mail it to you. I'll try to be cognizant of what I'm actually, how I'm packaging it, because I know as a junk journaler, you want to cut in a certain spot. This would be sort of cool, like on a page and sort of doing cuts in there, and they could be tuck spots or pockets. I don't know, I find these interesting. It's called library parchment. And there's more of those underneath there. We'll get to in a second. And that's the name of that one. Just this beautiful blues. And there's 2 of them, but one has more of a border on it. And that's the name. And the name again. We have the books again. So this is almost like 2.5 shelves. How fun. You could even, like say you're making a journal, you could make the spine this wide and use that on the spine. That could be fun. Rich green colors. Library, and the color's leaf. Yeah, I think these could be fun to journal with or scrapbook with. So these are 2 different ones. This one has more salmony colors in it and gold, and the next one has more greens. That's the name. So these are not material. Almost feel like more of a vinyl. And so it could be a way to tie in your pages or your colors. Okay. These are vinyl textured, and they were different sizes because when they were put in the wallpaper book, you could see the colors the way, so they're different sizes. And they definitely have a texture, they look like wrinkled paper and have a cool texture to them. I think these could be fun in a junk journal for sure. Or maybe you just want a piece of each. These are a little bit smaller. I want to say they look like 8 by 10. Sandstone and soapstone. And then they're on that background that sort of feels like the watercolor paper. was thinking, what's the best way to get rid of this stuff to make room? And then I thought about an auction, but I've never done an auction online, but maybe later on down the line I'll be braver and can do an auction style YouTube live or something. Oops, there's the name. Cards. If you're doing like a vacation or something, this has the symbols. Clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds. This is a pretty blue. So I even have tons of fabric too that I didn't realize how much I had. So, Destash and the stash. When you have too much. That was upside down. That's that. And there's the name. This one's pretty. And it has a texture feel to it. And I have it upside down, of course. Like I said, there's just a variety. Did I do that long enough for you to get the name? There we go. Trying to be cognizant of that. So this is, I don't even know how to explain it to you. It almost feels like handmade paper. And it has like a wrinkly look to it. And it's unique. So that's the name. Beautiful blues and silver. Oh, okay, so this name is off to the side like that on the back. Okay, this must have came out of a different book. It did. And there's the name on the back. But that's neat how the back has it in black and white. Say you wanted to use that somewhere else too, you could do that. This one has like a metallic sheen to it. It's beautiful. Surprised I didn't snag that one for myself. Nope, I have to get rid of stuff. This is beautiful. This has like a washed look to it with a little bit of metallic going on also. Beautiful. And that's the name. Now this is really textured, like a raised texture. I'm trying to show you how you can see the edges. It's beautiful. And that's the name of that one. We have the washed look again. Pretty with a butterfly over here. And there's the name of that one. I even like the tan color of this on the back. These are a total different size, just to give you an idea. It's almost, what feels like 15. It's probably 15 by 15, approximately. Maybe 14 and a half once I trim the edges off. Did I show you the back here yet? This one seems very Victorian. Sense and Sensibility. So this one has like a piece of tape that I didn't try to remove, and I'm just going to leave it because I didn't want to mess it up by taking it off. This has a little metallic going on. These have, this is material that matches my upcoming ones. And I believe I said these would be 50 cents. Okay, I'll show you the names. I don't know if I took time to show you the names. Okay, this one, and there's the name of that. More material. And this is gorgeous. Material again to match this. And that's the name of that one. This is material, but it seems like a little bit darker than that one. Or brighter is probably the correct word. That and this one, feels thick. I thought there was two there, but there's not. Okay, that's the name. Material again. The name. And this is the page that sort of has a sheen to it. Oh, I'm trying to show you the name, but the name's at the bottom. Oh, goodness. Alrighty, these two are material that go with the upcoming ones. Oh, I'm hoping I'm not making you dizzy. These are some rich colors. And this material goes with that. This one has a beautiful sheen, silvery sheen in the back, metallic. Material to match the next one. That's the great thing about these wallpaper books, how there's material and stuff that goes with it. Oops, it's on the bottom, Sophia. This This one has an Asian inspiring look to it. I love it. I believe I used a piece of this in my Thai Friends journal that I made. One of my best friends. And she wanted it to be Asian inspired. Beautiful. This has a craft paper look to it. And that's the name. Now here it is in a shade of yellow. Oh, if you're doing a neutral color journal, this could be pretty. That's one of on my to-do list, to make a neutral one. I've been wanting to do that for so long. And then I start out making it neutral and adding color to it. But that's going to be my challenge. So these have just like a little pin mark here. I think it was an arrow saying the wallpaper was discontinued. So there's 2 little pin marks there. And that's the name, Pave. This one has like a little arrow. I just want you to know what you're getting, and a line there. Okay. And I think this video is almost at a half hour. So I'm going to bring it to an end here soon. So pin marks there, and that's the back, the name, and the color. Yeah, the D was probably for discontinued. So that has a D up there, and so this, if you wanted this color, this would be discounted because you'd get a smaller piece here. There's the name. And we have it in shades of violet. Well, lilac, it says. This color, strawberry is what they call it. Pave strawberry. And so come back and see what I have. I'm just gonna give you a quick peek of the materials that I'll be having that will come probably in sets of 3. So this goes with that material, and there's that, and it's Laura Ashley material. So there'll be material, there'll be all kinds of good things that I need to let go of. Too much in my creative space. And when I have too much, I find that I can't create as much. So these fabric books and wallpaper books were taking up way too much space. Alrighty, thanks for coming to my channel. Please subscribe and send me an email if you're interested in any of the wallpaper that I've showed you. All right, have a great day.